was a donut! 5 second
There's
roll!
hair.
I don't want to eat these after all. I got hair. Oh god. I did have hair. I probably should have eaten that off the floor. Sorry, how many instruments can you play?
Let's start with our new album, Witches. I played the drums, bass, keyboards, like synthesizers, and on the album. Oh, I think I actually also played a pump organ on the album. Whoa!
Medic! We need a new lead singer!
There's lava back here.
Ready?
It's a pool of lava?
Ah! Bonus round. Something that's related to China.
MSG.
That's pretty good. Moment of inappropriateness.
That was the sound of the cameraman hitting his head against the wall.
Here's what you didn't see. We need a camera facing this way because he makes all the funny. You're gonna see Kimberly, and I know right now, like, I'm seeing Eonolith and Relax Blue and like a dozen other of my really awesome Twitter friends, and they're all gonna be like, "Oh, I get it now. This is why that girl's going in the Yulgar's Inn." We designed this character for AQ3D, and it was not designed after you, consciously. And we designed like, because we wanted we wanted like a hostess, but I didn't want to have like a bar wench or anything. Like I wanted her to be a really cool character, so we decided like, I was like, well, graduated and earned the right to go work at like the most dangerous, amazing place in the world. And I was like, okay, let's make her like a battle. Oh my God, you're wearing an armored center. She has armored gauntlets. And then I'm like, well, here's a reference, but she really needs twin tails. So they put the big twin tails on her, and I got Dage to draw it all up and stuff. And I was like, this is where it gets weird. You could have like a special dance she does, but if she botches the dance, like she just gets sucked to the underworld and takes the whole end with her, and everyone's stuck until they can like find the missing parts of the dance move and like come out. I was thinking, but maybe she went to the underworld like when she botched her final exam, and then she got like all these like crazy stalker like under fiends that like chase her. So like periodically, you guys will, because you're freaking getting all the spoilers now. I show the good stuff to you. She does kind of look like you, and she's in a main outfit and she's armored, and I'm kind of thinking that this is gonna.
Maybe like, Kimberly should do the voice.
Don't print this.
This can be edited out.
Okay, you can totally do the voice.
Right.
It's over. Okay, let me start by asking a couple tough questions. What's the worst fan you've ever had?
I had a fan that didn't even turn on at all. It was really hot in the summer. I wanted to cool down. It's like one of those
box ones,
And the fuse blew on it. On the road, you'll see these signs, and they're different in different states. Sometimes it's kill a worker, $7,800.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's a pretty decent deal.
Right. That's in say Arizona or California. They're kind of expensive there. You get to Oklahoma, it's like kill a worker, $412. And you're kind of like, I can afford that.
When you're driving down the road and you see like a no passing sign, first thought that always comes to me is, who tried to pass here that they had to put this sign up for? And then like, there's some pretty weird signs out there. And you have to think, like, I'm sure maybe you guys have seen some signs and you're like, oh yeah, why did they put, oh my God, all those things on those signs happened! Every single one of them!
Yeah.
Probably a lot! Like we've got it.
This is one of my favorite signs that I've seen. It was also at one of these truck stop mechanic shops. And I brought our tour bus in there to get fixed up. And there's a big sign, it's like giant. It takes up the whole wall. And it says, no interest when paid in full.
Now I notice when fans give you special t-shirts, and when you have friends, like you'll actually rip those t-shirts up and use them as dresses on stage.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. I like the t-shirt dress thing. I'll make little outfits out of them.
Because I on stage and like ripped it and turned it into this like awesome heavy metal dress.
Oh.
And we tweeted the players and they're like, that's not real. She wouldn't have done
That's
that.
not Photoshop.
Let me interview you, Kimberly.
Pressure's on.
The band is called One Eyed Doll, yet you have 2 eyes. What's that all about?
Next.
How did you come up with the name One Eyed Doll?
Next.
What are your influences?
Next.
You're only a 2-piece band.
So your guys' fans love you for very, very good reason, and myself being a fan, I've known these guys for a really long time, and I saw how hard they have worked up until this moment. The fact that they're headlining a show is really, really huge.
It's kind of cool because we get these awesome local bands in every town that we can play with, and we try to be real one-on-one with them. I mean, it's a different time to tour now than it's ever been before, and we've kind of been through some of the hard knocks that we'd like to share that knowledge with some of the local bands.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you know, for several years, One Eyed Doll was focused on Austin. You know, it was like out onto the road to the rest of the country, and so there's a lot of bands in these towns that are in the same place that we were a few years ago. So it's really cool to work with them. You know, there's a lot of people in the industry who would pit bands against each other for some sort of competition. We don't like that.
They want us to continue to go to become fans of the local bands who play with us so that they can continue to support their local scene, and then that just builds and builds and builds.
Yeah, and we're all one big happy family, you know, and I try to get a hold of every band that's opening for us ahead of time and work out the details on how to make it the best show possible.
Great.
Yeah, it's a lot of bands. It's, you know, we're playing with something like 200 bands on this tour, but you know, we're doing our best.
So tell me, you guys have been the end goal. What are you guys working towards? What is your dream?
Well, we always thought in the coolest video game ever, and
Life goals.
yeah, and we've already done that when we.
This right now. I have always, since I was a little girl, dreamt of someday make it onto Adventure Couch. And here we are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Kimberly, but this is the best Adventure Couch episode ever.
I know, it really is. This is the best Adventure Couch.
Here's my hopes and dreams for One Eyed Doll, because they're too humble and too kind, and I would like to see them become one of the greatest bands in the world. And as a fan of One Eyed Doll, I hope that you are also a fan of One Eyed Doll and you support them and help them on their journey to spreading their music all over the world. Thank you guys for joining us.
Boy, this could be like a workout routine.
I love that because
How many times do you think I can lift this? It's just mainly my left arm. Oh God.
drummer and plays pretty much everything. I mean, he could just come to your house and like pretty much pick any appliance in your kitchen and play it. They are One Eyed Doll. Go to oneeyeddoll.com and find out if they're playing in your town. Go see their band today. Or else.
Totally.
One Eyed Doll contains no MSG.